Is your last
Naya,
name?
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Done. Start. Good morning and namaste. I'm Nandini Mouli, welcoming you all to another edition of Up Close and Personal, where we discuss the key Indian events happening in the tri-state area, Washington D.C., Maryland, and Virginia. Today, we are here to talk about how this organization is shaping even the world where youngsters participate in so many activities, in particular, volunteerism. This organization has not only been appealing to the adults and attracting so many volunteers in the past 18 years, but also has been making quite a lot of an impact in the minds of youngsters who are all going to be future leaders. And for example, today I'm joined by Manvi Nair and Rushil Suresh, both of whom have been volunteering their time for the DC Aim for Seva organization. They have been following their hearts and feeling a compatriotic kinship with the students of Aim for Seva in India. For example, Rushil had been to the Yanaikatti village where an Aim for Seva school is established and had spent quite a lot of time interacting with the students in his summertime. 2016 he had been there, and both of them are actually students in the local Chantilly High School. Manvi is 11th grader and Rushil is a 10th grader. And we have so much to hear from their experiences as volunteers in this organization. So, shall we go together and listen to these youngsters as to what they have to say about Aim for Seva? Manvi and Rushil, very nice to have you as part of this program. I will start off, Manvi. I know that you have seen quite a lot of organizations supported by your school, by your family, by your community, and so on and so forth. What in particular Aim for Seva attracts you?
In Aim for Seva, I'm able to pay homage to my home country, which is something I can't do with local organizations here in America. I'm able to help many people, but the direct impact on my culture that I get by helping with Aim for Seva, I don't get that from many local organizations here. My parents worked very hard in India and they were given a very good education, and that's why I'm able to come to this country and use my resources to help others. And I feel that Aim for Seva gives me that really great opportunity, and I'm able to use this as a resource to help many other students just like me achieve their dreams and have that equal opportunity.
Very nice. Nice to hear that from you, Manvi. And Rushil, I know that you have first-hand experience in seeing the Chatralaya or the dormitory and being with the youngsters and kind of, knowing their routines and so on. And can you share what kind of things, special features hit you as a positive experience as well as negative experience in terms of the conditions and so on? Can you share those?
I believe that the environment that was created at the Chatralaya is a very positive environment. The relationship between the teacher and the kids and the people who would stay with the kids while they are in the hostel is a very positive relationship. So the kids feel like it's their second home away from home. So when they are not at their village home, they feel like they can be comfortable in this environment near the school, and after school they can come to this Chatralaya and stay there without having any worries or anything. And they are allowed to go back to visit their parents from time to time to make sure that they are excited to visit their parents, and they go back and they have very positive reactions to these kinds of things. I feel like the Chatralaya, the accommodations that they were given could be improved by very minor margins, but overall it is a very good experience.
Very nice, very nice. And you were able to participate in activities with the children, like singing, getting into seva activities, or doing any kind of artistic work and whatnot. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And what would you like to see happen for these youngsters from that experience?
I believe that the kind of education they are getting is an education where they should be able to go to college, get a higher education, get jobs in major cities in India, be very successful children. because this program is giving them an opportunity to do that, in which without Aim for Seva they might not have been able to do that.
Okay, very nice. And I know that with your involvement, you are able to see deeply about this organization. And having gotten that perspective, Manvi, what would you like your friends in the neighborhood, your friends in the school, do related to this organization?
I think all of my friends and people in my community, especially from the Indian community, have understood that we are very privileged to have the lives that we live and the education that we have, and that we should spread awareness about this organization and really take on the opportunities to help children over there, such as hold supply drives or raise funds for this program. And I just think that, for example, certain functions that we have for ourselves, certain religious days or certain religious holidays or birthday parties or Arangetrams, or instead of having gifts for ourselves, we're able to raise money for other children and give back to our community. And I think that is something that we should take on and serve India.
Beautiful, beautiful. I do think that we can take up examples of these youngsters as well as a local dance organization which was able to motivate its students and collect money and be able to adopt a child. A child sponsorship takes about $450, and they were able to do 2 adoptions equivalent to about $1,000 this year, which is really heartwarming for us, for our organization. So students and youngsters like that dance group, if you all can come together and contribute, donate towards this cause, we would see a very high impact in the lives of these children. And Rochelle, I know through your volunteerism, you have been able to get a broader perspective of what life is about for these youngsters and so on. Could you say something about that in terms of how would you like your youngsters, your friends also to participate in volunteering activities?
The programs that Aim for Seva holds is a very good opportunity to help with volunteering for the program. The donations that they get will be very helpful, and I think that volunteering for these programs will also give them a perspective on which they could use later in life for like such as values and things that when they go into the workspace they can consciously use to make themselves a better person. And some other helpful things are if they were to go like what I did and go to India on trips and see these chatralayas, see what it is like firsthand. So they have a much better idea of what they're doing for Aim for Seva before they do any volunteering in the first place.
Excellent, very nice. And I know we are all getting ready for hosting this event, which is next Saturday, 29th. I can't wait to have the opportunity to meet the artists, meet the students, meet everybody around this production, great production. And what would you like the viewers, especially your friends in school and neighborhood, do about the event per se? Can you make a plea to them?
I would just like everyone to come, enjoy the event, and please support Aim for Seva because it is a beautiful organization and helps many children achieve dreams such as we have and give everyone an equal opportunity.
Rochelle, do you have any words for the viewers?
I think that the children that work with Aim for Seva, in comparison to us, we take this education things for granted. We get up in the morning, don't want to go to school, things like that. But when people realize the children, how the children are feeling in chatralayas in the houses in the villages, they would have a much different perspective, and people should come and donate to Aim for Seva, give these children a much better life than make them feel like us, and so that we feel like these things aren't taken for granted, and they are really things that we get that most other kids don't.
Very nice, very well said. Friends, viewers, you heard from these youngsters how valuable being part of this organization is for them. And in the words of an young educationist and a Nobel Prize winner, Malala Yousafzai, let's all remember, one book, one pen, one child, and one teacher would change the world. And Aim for Seva is doing just that. Every dollar you donate is going to create a child an opportunity through buying at least one book, at least one pen, and obtain at least one teacher. And on top of it, Aim for Seva is able to provide lodging and boarding for these underprivileged children in India. So please join our movement. In the DC chapter, especially this year, we are hoping to raise $100,000 and support 155 children. Many of them will be women or girls. So we would like you to join our organization. Come on down on the 29th September and be part of this beautiful, beautiful initiative. For more information, you can go to www.aimforsevausa.org and go to the DC chapter. We look forward to seeing you. Until then, I'm Nandini Mouli signing off with my youngster special guests Manvi Nair and Rushil Suresh, thanking you for tuning to our program today. Namaste. Have a great day.